I'm from Australia, if you guys couldn't guess that already. And I think I'm actually an alright Asian, but I'm a bad Asian for one reason in particular. And that reason is that I can't speak any other language apart from English. So, boo, I know. So when I was growing up, I tried to learn how to speak Mandarin, but it was really hard because a lot of the words are very long and complicated. So the word for sibling, for example, is 兄弟姐妹, right? 4 characters, 兄弟姐妹. And I was just like, damn, son. No wonder they got a bloody one-child policy in China. And I went to Taiwan to try to learn Mandarin a couple of years ago. And when my friends found out, they were like, oh, Michelle, that's such a good idea. You know, the way China is growing in their economy right now, it's going to be such a boost for your career. And I was like, yeah, man, like I can't wait till I'm back in the office, coming home from Taiwan, I'm just typing away at my computer, and then someone will burst in and be like, the merger with China is back on. We need someone who can speak Mandarin. Does anybody speak Mandarin around here? And I'll raise my hand, I'll be like, I can. And then they'll race me down to the boardroom, and I get to meet the Chinese team. And then we can talk about what my favorite colors are, what sports I like to play, and I'll seal that deal. Don't worry, guys, I got this. So I'm new to the Bay Area, and I've been trying to walk around and like find good places to eat because I really like eating, but I hate fine dining. Like I only like cheap eats, right? And it's really hard for me, and I hate fine dining. I always feel very uncomfortable. The last time I went to fine dining, the waiter comes up to me and he's like, your main for this evening, madame, will be a grain-fed Angus beef rump steak, accompanied by a rich brown jus. And I was like, huh. I didn't know Drake was going to be joining us for dinner tonight. So everyone's like, dude, why don't you just use Yelp, man? Yelp has heaps of suggestions. But I don't like using Yelp to find good Asian food because people on Yelp care about things like service and ambience, and good Asian food places don't give a fuck about things like service or ambience. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know? They'll be like, dude, walking through the kitchen to get to the bathroom and then finding a random shower and a mop in the bathroom is part of the ambience. You know, like, I don't have time to go home and take a shower because it takes 27 hours to cook, man. And while I'm on that, I have this pet peeve. I don't like people that order edamame at restaurants. It's like this, dude, if you're ordering edamame, like, you need to think about your financial choices. Am I right? Yeah, $7 for edamame? What am I, made of money? Like, no, man. And everyone's like, that's because you're a cheap Asian, Michelle. You're just a cheap Asian. Have you guys seen Crazy Rich Asians yet? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Kevin Kwan. This is what I've been trying to tell people for the last 10 years, okay? Like, everyone's always like, you're a cheap Asian, Michelle. You're a cheap Asian. And I'm like, excuse me? No, I'm not. I'm not a cheap Asian, all right? I am cheap and I'm Asian. Yeah, there's a difference. Like, I'll break it down for you. Like, if you're celebrating your 5th, 12th birthday party at Pizza Hut because kids eat free, then you're a cheap Asian. But if you're willing to spend $1 million more on a house just because it's number 88 on 8th Street, then you're just being Asian, aren't you? You know, like, white people aren't going to spend that sort of money, and look at all this feng shui going to waste. So people often ask me, why did I come to America? Like, why did you move to America, Michelle? And that's a very good question to ask, and I've always wanted to live in America. You know, like, I've grown up with American TV, and like all the pop culture's American, and I just think there's so much more opportunity in America. And I honestly think that America is like one of the best countries in the world. Do you guys agree? America is one of the best countries in the world? Yeah, America, yeah. Yeah. So America is like the best at being the best, but then you're also the best at being the fucking worst, right? Yeah, for all the resources and the education and the opportunity that you guys have here, it's really crazy to me, like, how different the mindset is between Americans. So I went to Florida a couple of months ago, and I was just walking around by myself, minding my own business, and I see these 3 big guys approaching me, right? And one of the guys comes up to me, and he's like, oh, ching chong ling long. Ching chong ling long long, right? And I was just shocked, like I didn't really know what to say. So I was like, hey man, we're in America. Either speak English or get the fuck out. Thank you. And I've noticed, like, living in SF that I feel like the muni and dating is very similar here, you know? Yeah, the muni and dating is very similar here because like everyone's got very low expectations and then we all get very excited when something actually shows up. I feel like you guys view dating like you view voting. You'll be like, well, you know, I should turn up, but I don't have to, so you don't get voting. Is voting not like compulsory? Anyway, you guys will get that on the way home. You think about that one on the way home. So I'm actually very good at creating dating profiles for my friends. If anybody needs a dating profile, hit me up. I'll create one for you. So I have this really good friend of mine, Nikhil. He's Indian American, and he's using Tinder, and he's like not getting very many dates on Tinder, right? And he's always like, it's because I'm Indian, man. Like it's tough being a brown guy on Tinder. You know, it's tough. And I'm like, that's ridiculous, Nikhil. It's probably just your profile, you know? Like, what does your profile say? And it says something lame, like, Nikhil, 28, love my friends and family. I'm like, that's shit, Nikhil, okay? Nobody wants to read about that. I said, you gotta sell yourself, okay? If I was Indian, I'd be proud of it. So I rewrote his profile, and now it just says, Nikhil, 28, will make you come again. And he's killing it. He's killing it on Tinder now. And I have a pet peeve. My pet peeve is that I really hate when like a guy dates 20 girls and everyone's like, ooh, you're playing 20 girls, player, like what's up, you know, like, yeah. But if a girl dates 20 guys, everyone's like, what, she's gonna date like all 20 guys? Like what? She must have really low standards, or like where she can't choose one guy. That is so annoying to me. Okay, like let's just break this down mathematically for a second, shall we? No, we all know that girls get hit on thousands of times more than guys do, right? Thousands of times, right? So what if we choose to date these 20 guys? That is like a small percentage of the total number of people that have ever hit on us, right? Like 0.00001% of the total number of people that have hit on us. Meanwhile, guys have also dated 20 girls, but that is like 100% of the people that have ever liked them in their entire life. You see what I'm saying, girls? Yes. Like girls are like Google, you know, like we have all the answers, and also like we get applications of interest all damn day, you know. We gotta go through all these applications, filter like credit card checks, background checks, financial checks, whatever, like whittle it down to a few select candidates whom we might choose to date. Meanwhile, bloody Taco Bell over here just dates anyone who's over 18 and like may or may not have finished high school. So who's easy now, you know? Like who's got the low selection criteria now? Do you know how many guys I could have dated in the time that I've been here? Thousands, guys, thousands. Right? And do you know how many people I've dated? Only like 150. You know? So whatever. Alright, I'll finish on this last joke. So I get really sick of telling my girlfriends to get home safe. You know, like every time we go out and we have a girls' night out, at the end of the night, all the girls get together and then we're like, okay, get home safe. You know, like message me when you get home so that we know that you've gotten home safe, right? And I think that's helpful. But what would be better if guys got together and before they went home, they could say things like, okay, don't rape anyone on your way home tonight. Let me know when you get home and you can confirm that you haven't raped anyone. Yeah, I think that's my time. Thank you so much. I'm Michele Lim.